Access to the civilian quarters in the Zerka mining facility is temporarily restricted whilst this door is
What's it to you if I am an Arcanian offshoot, Twi'lek? I don't see any signs saying we can't come in here.
Kipuna! Kavatumpa kulpa yiya mokapata! Chiyoka kutumpa kulpa yiya!
What do you know about Arcanian offshoots, Wormhead? I bet you've spent too many of your days making sandcastles on Ryloth to know anything about my people.
Master, Ryloth is a barren planet with an arid climate. It would be difficult, if not impossible, to collect the sufficient amount of water required to create sandscopers in such an environment.
Switch your vocabulary off, Verbal. Insults don't need to make sense.
Watawama mulira kinkunjo peshak. No ba muliraji. Joni yun turungchi wi itadia. Pura unachinek. Ba mulirat slimo anga kunbisking.
The Sith don't give a fried gizka to what goes on outside their academy. And if they did, knocking you out clean and cold would probably get me a pat on the back.
Master, the Sith may not be interested in enforcing a policy within this colony, but Zerka is. If you are caught breaking that policy, it could damage your contract with them.
Watawama mulira kinkunjo peshak. No ba muliraji. Joni yun turungchi wi itadia. Pula unachinek. Ba mulirat slimo anga kunbisking.
Hey, you leave Verbal out of this. I'd have punched you right in the nose for that one. Down you go. And remember, it was an Arcanian offshoot that put you there. Waiter, get me another drink. All this action's giving me a terrible thirst.
Master, may I direct your attention to the Twi'lek lying unconscious on the floor before you? He was the waiter, and he was trying to collect your bill.
Well, I'm glad you're here to tell me these things. Yeah? Living on the Outer Rim teaches you a few things. First and most important being how to look after yourself. Let's just say I learned that lesson the hard way. Second lesson I learned is never to give your name to anyone who just walks up to you and asks for it. Come to think of it, I learned that lesson the hard way too. Well, that's real nice. Now, why don't you leave me alone before I decide to give us something in common and teach you those lessons the same way I learned them, the hard way.
Ni bajoni yo la lish, dopayumas pasen latinongut. Tong abuk shami no nok. Wana kuna best chinga pala multonki.
Wait a minute. Sarah? Sarah Dagana?
Rundi I chawa tong bola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
What are you doing here? I thought you were on the Orion.
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kun no ba muladraki chichon.
When I left her, you enjoyed being a crew member. Hell, you enjoyed life. Why did you leave?
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kun no ba muladraki chichon.
You haven't changed. You're still a bad liar. So, I suppose your friend here had something to do with it? I know enough to realize it's a Jedi secret your friend here is hiding.
Mucho shakapaka. Yi ki kun no ba muladraki chichon.
Unless they're like the dark Jedi I found in the Korriban Wastes. The kind who come here searching for ancient Sith treasures, but only find death. I've seen plenty of them. Yeah, I know them. I've been on Korriban for a few weeks now. I was scheduled to meet a Rhodian named Drix Kellowit, but he never showed up. I never got paid. So I hired myself out to Zerka, and I've been mapping out an uncharted region of this planet ever since, the Korriban Wastes being the uncharted region. The Korriban Wastes is a name given to a collection of wastelands that lie to the north of Dresh Day. Nothing there really, just rocks, deserts, and plenty of Tukata. Officially, the Korriban Waste is off limits to anyone but the Sith, Zerka included. Don't know why, don't care why, it just is. So Zerka hired me to do the job because I can be very unofficial in how I approach it. Like I said, Korriban Waste is strictly off limits to anyone but Sith. Although, why you'd want to go there in the first place is beyond me.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
It's a wasteland, Sarah. There ain't nothing there but rocks, deserts, and danger. Trust me, I know. When I go to the wastes, I usually go through Zerka's mining facility. It's not exactly the best or easiest of routes, but it allows me to bypass the Sith. For the likes of us, it's the only route. But since the incident which happened here a few days ago, even that route is closed to us.
Hakuchi kopa. Jino mularak kampiak. Slimjo puanwandwana.
The incident occurred on one of the levels within Zerka's mining facility. Whatever happened, it was bad enough to warrant the entire level be placed under total lockdown. Word around the cantina is the workforce stationed there at the time of the incident went completely crazy. They lost their minds, started attacking everyone in sight.
Tonga boksha nagnong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun. Chuni yun ni jiji aldwana. Kavavolpa muli kumana.
Weren't you listening to me, Sarah? It isn't happening. The area is in complete lockdown. Not even Zerka's own employees can get through. Not without the correct authorization. Under these circumstances, only the administrator of the mining facility could grant you the authorization that would allow you to access the quarantined level. Although I can't see how you'd even get a chance to speak with him, never mind get him to grant you access. I heard he wiped the schedule completely clean of any and all appointments to give himself more time to deal with the incident. Unless you happen to be the delegation dispatched by Zerka HQ that is supposedly on the way to advise the administrator on how to deal with the incident, you ain't getting in. I know that look, because the last time you gave it to me, we ended up locked away in a Gamorrean warlord's prison for a week without food and water. I'm not making that mistake again. I'm not helping you, Sarah. I have a contract with Zerka that I just can't afford to endanger. The delegation of Zerka advisors hasn't arrived yet. I suppose if you acted fast, you could assume their identities and meet with the administrator. But therein lies another problem. The identities of the advisors have to be confirmed through a biometric scan before they're allowed to enter the administrator's office.
Master, what of your hacking apparatus? With the correct modifications, it would be a simple task to gain access to Zerka's records and then replace the biometric data of the advisors with the biometric data of our associates.
Mucho shakapaka, ye ki kun no ba muladra ki chichon.
Good plan or not, I haven't even said I'll help you yet. You know, that always was your problem. You always assumed you could manipulate me to do whatever you wanted regardless of the risk involved. But I got news for you. It still works. Damn it. I'll help you for what it's worth, but I swear it won't happen again. I'm onto you. Give me some time to prepare. I need to configure the device to hack into Zerka's system and then to attach a biometrics reader. I'll be on the main level of Zerka's mining facility. Go through the civilian quarters and meet me there when you're ready.
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
I hope so. I don't want to waste my time on this thing for you not to show. The main level of Zerka's mining facility. Don't forget.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tani tuamaji human act in inkatune. Chon muli ra. Cha skronki to patsnemo. Chi ita kanki chan. Kimba no konik dota.
Why do you interrupt me? I'm trying to train. What's wrong with you? What do you want? Why do you bother me? I don't have anything for you, so leave me alone. Good, leave me alone. I didn't ask for your interference, nor do I want it. Why do you interrupt me? I'm trying to train.
Shagji locha wana wama? Kava volpa mulji gumana? Kinchun shishineng. Mucha tonga ya fulke. Chachiska do punta casa pupaka.
Hello. What do you want? I need credits for spice. You got some credits? You got some spice? Too bad. I could really use some spice right now. But for spice, I need credits. Oh well. You wanna play some Kazakh? I can get some credits for spice that way. Don't like losing though. Especially 3 times in a row.
I have a few friends who were down on the residential level when the incident happened.
You can conduct business at our office if you wish. You can conduct business at our office if you wish.
Hakuji kopa? Jino mularak kampiak slimjo puan duana? Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon wana kumbes chi pala mulek tonki pa nagnonek tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest uf mala nibo kurk randi I chawa tombola Johnny ku yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
Good day. How may I help you? I am the personal secretary to Deacon, administrator of the Zerka Corporation mining facility. I'm sorry, but I cannot comment on the details of the incident at the present time. However, I can assure you that Zerka Corporation is actively working to resolve the incident as soon as possible, after which the quarantine on the residential level will be lifted and all mining operations are expected to resume. I can comment on the details of this incident and wish to tell you of them. About 3 days ago, a strange man cloaked in a black robe passed through this facility. For reasons I can't explain, I felt I should be afraid of him. This man approached me and requested an audience with the administrator. He didn't have an appointment, yet I still felt compelled to grant him access to the administrator's office. After what seemed like an eternity of waiting, the man left the administrator's office and then departed for what appeared to be the residential level. I had never seen the man before then, and I have not seen him since. Not long after, the first reports began to emerge of what has now become the incident which has quarantined the residential level from the rest of the facility. I do not know. As a secretary, I am not privy to such information. Only the administrator himself knows the full details of what has happened on the residential level. An appointment is required to see the administrator. Do you have an appointment? Welcome. Your arrival here has been scheduled. Now, before I can grant you entry into the administrator's office, I must ask that you allow me to perform a simple biometric scan to confirm your identity. It is merely a formality and will only take a moment of your time. I'm sorry, the results of the biometric scan do not match the data contained within my records. You may not see the administrator until your identities can be confirmed. I'm sorry, but I cannot comment on the details of the incident, after which the quarantine on the residential level will be lifted and all mining operations. I can comment about 3... An appointment is required. I'm sorry, but in light of the recent incident on the residential level, the administrator has put aside all of his normal duties to give himself the time he needs to resolve the incident as quickly as possible. Good day. How may I help you? An appointment is Welcome. Your arrival here... Then I'm afraid you cannot speak with the administrator. Zerka Corporation.
You there. Please, I need to speak with you. Thank you for speaking with me. I am in need of some assistance, and you look like the capable sort. I am Burlock Lee, one of the miners employed by Zerka to work in the catacombs around Dresh Day. Or at least, that's what I usually do around this time of day. But as I'm sure you're aware of, the incident has changed all that. When the incident occurred, the miners belonging to the day shift would have been in the catacombs working, whilst those who belonged to the night shift would have been either sleeping in their quarters or up here on the main level in the employee cantina. The miners who were lucky enough to avoid the incident were the ones who came up here to grab themselves an after-work drink. I was one of those lucky few. The powers that be have been silent on what has happened down in the residential level. They only keep repeating that the incident will soon be resolved, and we can look forward to resuming our shifts. But that's just nonsense. Zerka hasn't even sent anyone down to the residential level yet, choosing instead to completely quarantine it from the rest of the facility, which means the administrator is either overreacting, or the incident is far more serious than they would lead us to believe. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that have been circling around the facility. They say the workforce down here has been driven insane, that they've started attacking each other for no reason. Disturbing, aren't they? Especially for those, like myself, who are desperate for any news concerning the employees who were trapped down there. But with the lies that the powers keep feeding us, we won't know what has truly happened to them for a long time, if ever. Which is where I need you to come in. I want you to find out if there's any truth to these rumors, because we miners need to know what happened to our friends. Just follow the lies to their source. The administrator is the one responsible for the cover-up, though I do not know how you would meet with him, as he's recently canceled all of his scheduled appointments. $500 credits and the thanks of every miner within this facility. Thank you. I will await whatever information you can find.
Los Evangelios in our list.
Where is that filthy lizard? I'll teach him to kill one of my men in cold blood. That lizard has escaped. Droids! Droids! Put it down before it kills again!
It's about time you showed, Murglak. Waiting here, waiting for you. I could think of a better way to spend my day. Of course I have. What do you take me for? The device has been configured to slice into Zerka's systems. I've also attached a biometrics reader to allow you to input your own data to replace the advisors. The device works perfectly. Better than I expected it would, in fact. But the problem lies with Zerka's terminals. None of them share the same configurations. It's some kind of anti-slicing procedure to make it difficult for guys like me to force my way into more than a single terminal. And since my device can only slice one configuration at a time, you will only be able to access Zerka systems through a single terminal.
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Nearby, in the floor's droid maintenance room. It was the only place I could find that was both free and out of sight, but even that's changed now. It's not going to be a matter of walking in and slicing away anymore. An employee's using the terminal you need, and he doesn't look like he intends to budge anytime soon. One way or another, you're going to have to get him out of the picture. But be warned, this place is already on edge because of the incident. If you walk in there and cause a ruckus, Zerka's going to be all over you so fast, not even your Jedi skills will see it coming. Then take this device. It's the best I could do. Access the terminal, replace the advisor's biometric data with your own, then meet the administrator and convince him to grant you access to the residential level. If there's any truth to the rumors I've been hearing, the crazies down there will tear you a new one long before you ever reach the Korriban Wastes. Watch yourself, and watch Sarah. She may seem invincible, but take my word for it, she ain't.
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
This isn't the first time I've heard that from you. Probably won't be the last either. Overconfidence can be a weakness if you let it. Don't make me have to say I told you so.
Ni bajoni yo la wish. Dopa yumas pasen lati goto.
The third lesson I learned about living on the Outer Rim is never say never. It's a lesson which, I'll admit, I only learned recently.
Muchashak pangpa, inkinkun no ba mulri rachikun. Doni pudu, rana no prata dunk no sercha, ichua benki. Kavatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Punanay kachu. Inkinkun no ba muli rachikun, dong na bunja nyunyang. Pamulchi kamana kipona kavatumpa kurpaiya mokapata chiyoka kutumpa kurpaiya hakuchikopa chino mulira king pajak slimo poidoana Kachichu aitha odunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima bodonna. Rundi odonga kununkabi. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu aitha odunga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shapumpa. Olawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Kachichu aitha odunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podana. Rundi odonga kun hunkabi. Achuta. Wanga kun bistol piki kunyana. Tong patoga smaktelia.
Mucho shakapaga.
Mucha hodonga yafulki. Chachiska do punta casa bubaka. Bana uto.
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi. Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun beast king bamulira. Juni yun tun jiji aithadoana. Kavavolpa muljui kamana.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong na bonsha nuyang.
Mucha hotonga yafulki. Chachiska do punta casa bubaka. Banauto. Chipedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patogas magdelia. Mucha shak pangpa. Inkin kun no bamulri rachikun. Mucha hotonga yafulki. Chachiska do punta casa bubaka. Banauto. Chipedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patogas magdelia.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
Achuta. Wanga kun pistol piki kunyana. Tonk patogas magdelia. Tonga bugsham uninong. Wanga kun beast king bamulira. Juni yun tun jiji aithadoana. Kavavolpa muljui kamana.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
Kachichu aitha hodunga. Yinkin kun no bamulira chikun. Slima bodona. Rundi hodonga kununkabi.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kun tangabun shan omnang. Wanga kun bis kin ba mulara. Choni yun tun jiji either dwana. Tanga boksha nagnong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na. Kipuna na bonsha.
Chipikaza, dopa yung pache on joneji yokolawish. We itanan dayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu na nagdik. Shatung ni patoga. Wanakusbe ching palamule donke. Janshak Bulara, Umrao Chis Gaduchi, On Chuban Jishka Yankee, Titoke Gratum, Kun Chicha Kun, King Kachachonobra, Bogra Wala no Tumbachi. Runda di Hotonga Kun Hunkabi, Wana Kun Bez Ching Palamule, Tunking Ba Nunotek. Tugnin chatukune mulerabes. Achuta, wonga kunbis dolpi kikoyana. Dong patugas maktelea. Janshak bulara, umrao chis gaduchi. On chubanjishka yanki, titoke gratum kun chicha kun king kachachonobra. Bogra wala no tumbacha. Nechi chuna chubating lorda itakun. O natipon ng kudu jijiba. Chipikaza topa yung pache on joneji yokolawish. Tong abog siya umninang wanga kumbis king balemuraya. Johnny yon tunjiji idadwana. Kapabol pa mulji gumana? Manaman atota. Hakkijukrata bola shui chongatong. Chongkeng no bunka mulera kungkile. Kungkile no ba? Watende chokolo uno ku mulera. Tune podo rananu prata doko shirkasha.
Good day. How may I help you? An appointment is required to see the administrator. Do you have an appointment? Welcome. Your arrival here has been scheduled. Now, before I can grant you entry into the administrator's office, I must ask that you allow me to perform a simple biometric scan to confirm your identity. It is merely a formality and will only take a moment of your time. Thank you. Your identities have now been confirmed. The administrator will see you now.
Kavatumpa kulpiyeya mokapata. Chiskanicho. Yinkin konobamure rachikun. Tognabung shanunjang. Kavavulpa mulche kumana. Rundi hautonga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chingpayamuri kunhunkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulitonga buksha unnenong. Kavavulpa mulsli kumanabak mulira. Chuni yun tunji. Kachi chonai fahodunga. Taukum justak mike grabil mogo. Torpadavun kwayagando danaga chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Boyawana chikni. Bamul slimo podana wanga kumbis. Mulira vest. Jibedwana ni bobo. Tongnabuung shanunjang. Muchitito aki jijaku. Laboda na winkis matoma. Yinkin slimo podona mulira chikun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkabi. Jibedwana ni bobo. Tongnabuung shanunjang. Muchitito aki jijaku. Tombatoras materia. Hehe. Ashuta. Wonga kumbis dolpiki kolyana. Kachi chonai fahodunga. Taukum justak mike grabil mogo. Torpadavun kwayagando danaga chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Boyawana chikni. Torpadavun kwayagando danago chuchut. Kawana bota awiyat tagwa kankidora. Jilumura bini bobo. Wonga kumbistang mamulira. Tongai to anjiji yumalitpa. Agin kotu akuchikopa. Jino mulira king pajak. Snimo puituana. Kipuna. Ona na kacho. Kimba mulira tuana. Taupa botenya go jojo piti. Kavadum. Laboda na winkis matoma. Yinkin slimo podona mulira chikun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkabi. Rundi hautunga tonkimba nankongek. Wana kumbes chingpayamuri kunhunkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulira vest. Laboda na winkis matoma. Yinkin slimo podona mulira chikun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkabi. Yinnoba mulira kinkun chikun. Mucha shag pangpa. Tonga buksha unnenong. Kavavulpa mulsli. Kumanabak mulira. Chuni yun tunjichi. Aifadwana. Kavavulpa mulsli. Kumana akuchikopa. Jino mulira king pajak. Snimo puituana. 동바토가 스막들이야. 헤헤, 아슈타. 온가 곤비스돌 삐끼꼬니아나. 동아북샤 ум네농. 가와볼 밤을슬리 구마나박 물이라. 주니윤 둔지지 아이사도안나. 가와볼 밤을주에 구마나. rundiautonga tonkimbadnan konkek. Wanna kumbes chingpayamul kunhunkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes tombatogas maktelia. Hehe, ashuta. Wonga kumbis dolpiki konyana. Laboda na winkis maktoma. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkabi. Rundi hautunga tongkimbanan kongkek. Wanna kumbes chingpayamul kunhunkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes. Ako chekopa. Chino mulira king pajak slimo poituana.
Hakuji kopa? Gino mularak kampiak slimjo puanwanduana?
Chibeduana ni bobo. Tong namung sha nungang. Muchitito aki jijaku kawa dumpa kurpiyeya mokapapa. Chiskani cho. Yinkin kono bamure rachikun. Tog namung sha nungang. Kawa vulpa mulje kumana. Kawa dumpa kurpiyeya mokapapa. Chiskani cho. Cada puno, poder no prata dumbo, senza e coatan ki. Tonga buksha umnenon, kava volpa mulsli, kumanabak mulira. Juniyun tunjici, aifatuana, kava volpa mulsli, kumana. Yinoba mulera kinkun chikun, mucha shag pangpa. Tachi chonai faudunga, taukum justak mikegabil mogo. Torpada bunkwaya gandoda naga chuchut, moga shampumpa, boyawana chikni. Bamul slimo podana wanga kumbist mulira vest. Laboda na winkis matoma. Yinkin slimo podona mulira chikun. Nova rundi hautunga kuhunkabi. Chibeduana ni bobo. Tong namung sha nungang. Muchitito aki jijaku.
Ako jiko pa? Jino mularak kampiak slimjo puanwan duana? Hachu apanki. Jishawa anibong kasha chona si ichua byongbo joni. Minamambato mule ra. Hakugri katgoda la parabola. Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku, Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi. Ni bajoni yo lak wish, dopayuma pasen lapti non goto. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon, wanakumbes, chi pala mulek, tonki pa nagnonek, tu nikton chun chun ke nemolek rabest, wuf mala nibo kurk. Chinapala mule, tonki ba non tontek, tunni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Chinapala mule, tonki ba non tontek, tunni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Chinapa.
Arise, become greater beings.